Vikings and Giants as the G-men celebrate their 100th season. Eli Manning on hand. How'd you feel about the uniforms, first and foremost?
I don't like them.
They're terrible.
Probably played a part in why they played how they played.
No team's ever going to win a football game in those uniforms. For fans, it maybe feels like year 100 of Daniel Jones, but it is only year 6. Another former resident of MetLife leading the Vikings in Sam Darnold. It was the ground game early on. Aaron Jones making it 7-3 Vikes. Jones' first touchdown since making his way there from Green Bay. Second quarter now. Darnold drops the pass, and when you got that, man, you got a chance, Mac. Justin Jefferson on a beautiful dot there later in the drive. Going to be Jefferson to cap a 99-yard drive.
And that was 4th and 2 right there. That was a great opportunity for the Giants defensively to make a huge play. Instead, the Vikings made the play.
Jefferson, fresh ink and fresh money on that contract as well. Worth every penny of the extension. Darnold, 12 of his first 12, taking his opportunity and running with it. $151 in the first half. Opening drive of the second, a wide-open Jalen Naylor. What'd you see on the back end there?
Well-designed play. They used Justin Jefferson as a decoy, of course. Defenders had their eye on him. Wide-open Naylor.
Daniel Jones found a wide-open receiver only wearing the wrong uniform. Just 8 completions for 55 yards at the half, and then second half essentially hands a pick 6 to Andrew Van Ginkel. More of the same from Danny Dimes. Vikings up 28-6. Remember Jones in the last year of his contract, fourth quarter. I don't know if he'll make it to the end of the season with this type of performance, especially with what these Giants fans expect from their team.
It's too soon.
And that about sums it up. They've put together an impressive defensive unit. Offensively, you focus on wide receiver early in the draft, and still similar results here, 28-6. Sam Darnold 1-0 as the Vikings starter. Looked like Kevin O'Connell's offense well within his grasp. All right, so for the 6th time, it's a season opener in the loss column for these New York Giants. 6 straight home openers that they have lost. Is it a point of preparation? Is it specific to this team? Is it the air in the room? What is the critical issue with the New York Giants? I know it's week 1. We don't want to overreact, but this felt like week 19 from last season.
All right. It's been 6 straight years that the Giants, they've lost a home opener. How many of those 6 years has Daniel Jones been the starting quarterback?
I don't have that for you immediately because it's not 6 consecutive seasons. Okay. It's 6 straight home openers. The last time they won a home opener, 2010. You're waiting all camp to take your ticket and walk to the stadium and watch your Giants, and this is what you've gotten the last 6 times.
Okay, well, I'll just address today's matchup, all right? Of course, if we're looking at this, I mean, the last 2, of course, Daniel Jones has been the starting quarterback. Was he starting in 2021?
He was. This is the 6th year of Daniel Jones.
So 3 of these last 3 home openers, and maybe 2020?
Yeah.
He was a starter too?
Daniel Jones, 2019 draft class, 2018 draft class.
So he started, it's safe to say, against the Steelers, Broncos, 4 of these last losses. In today's matchup, they just weren't good enough. For me, for what I witnessed with the Giants, they weren't good enough. And it started at the quarterback position with Daniel Jones. And when you play for an organization like the New York Giants, a team that has always been highlighted, and you play the quarterback, you're going to face a lot of criticism. You're living a fishbowl lifestyle of what you do on the football field. And he came into this season with a lot of pressure, in my opinion. And today the pressure got the best of him. Sam Darnold outplayed Daniel Jones.
And I think that's maybe the point here. We're going to have plenty of time throughout this season to hand L's to the Giants. It certainly feels like, especially if Daniel Jones is playing this sort of football. But Sam Darnold showed you that this is not a Vikings team to be written off with Kevin O'Connell pulling those strings. Looked like a competent offense.
And there's the name. Kevin O'Connell's a heck of a coach because he kept this team, the Vikings, afloat last year when Kirk Cousins went out with his injury with Mullins, Dobbs, Jaron Hall, I think it was. Just the who's of who plugged in, and they still fought and they were competitive. In today's matchup, Sam Darnold, to your point, he was 12 for 12 at one point in this time. Got things going. And I was disappointed with Daniel Jones in the offense, but I was extremely disappointed with the Giants defensively. When you look at all the additions they made, acquiring, Brian Burns, when you look at Dexter Lawrence, you got guys that can play football, and they didn't show up at all. And I feel like it would be imperative for their defense to kind of jumpstart things until their offense showed up. The defense never showed up.
Yeah.
And then that put more pressure on who? The Giants. and Daniel Jones. And that's something that he was not prepared for, especially playing against a Brian Flores-led defense they're very, very aggressive. So this is week 1. You don't want to put too much or look too much into this ball game when it comes to the entire look of your season. But this wasn't a good loss for the Giants. There's no such things as good losses, but some losses you can accept based on the competition you're playing against more so than others. The Vikings is a team that's still trying to figure things out. Are they a playoff caliber team? If we all had to vote, we would say no, right? If we all had to vote where they would be in their division with a healthy Jordan Love, we would say at best maybe 3rd or 4th.
Right around there, yeah.
Right? But at best, maybe 3rd, maybe. For the Giants to come out and get handled the way you got handled, and then your quarterback, the same thing surfaced once again. Anytime you watch Daniel Jones play, you got to grab your face because you're like, oh, no. Right? How many times will we continue to see these oh, no moments? Remember the first preseason game, his only preseason game he played in against Houston? Remember the oh, no moments?
First play, if I'm not mistaken.
The first play, and then another pick in the red zone. The same things. They keep following him. So he has to get out of this oh, no type vibe when you're trying to be a franchise quarterback.
Drafted in 2019, Daniel Jones has started those losses there at MetLife, and perhaps this is the last one we've seen him start at MetLife. A lot of season left, but a tough start here for the Giants, and to your point, a defense that couldn't buoy them the way that Pittsburgh did some of their offensive struggles.